7-6 in Florida.
Okay, I got the live stream rolling. Let's see if it... Well, there we go. Check it out. It's got the freaking... check it out, Barracuda. It's got the brake on the ticker on the bottom. You'll like it. It says go to SoCal Beers on Facebook. CB Brake in El Dorado Park, Long Beach, June 28th, 2025.
Battle around DX land. Battle around DX land, 924 Wolfpack, LA Harbor, 924, down here at sea level. They call me.
So funny, everybody wants a key up at once.
DX, let's go.
Hey, key up all at once or not at all?
Florida station, are you still in there? 378 Southern Cal, back to you.
I'm going to go ahead and roll my cotton pick and full left hand. The DX operator is on frequency 924 Wolfpack. West Coast toast to lead.
You go ahead, you swing that ground plane around. Swing that ground plane around.
Wave it to that 924 Z28.
Copy that on the Tampa Bay. Yeah, I don't have real good conditions or whatever, but I do hear you're out there.
Tampa Bay.
Hey, Tampa Bay, Florida, you're sounding loud and proud down here at sea level. I'm going to say 73rd's out there, Tampa Bay, Florida, 924 Wolfpack. I'll read your mail.
Have a good rest. All right, there, Tampa Bay, you take care. I don't think we got the best conditions or whatever, but I hear you up and down. You take care, 73's to you. Appreciate the comeback. 378 Southern Cal, we're clear.
Tough out here.
378 Southern Cal, 187 North Carolina, waving that hand.
Back, LA Harbor.
Hey, waving the hand right back to you there. 182 out there in South Carolina. You sound good. And my receive out here in California. Close it up, 378 187 North Carolina. 187 North Carolina, Central Cal, 378. We waving that hand. Appreciate the comeback.
Waving at 187 from Z28, Orange County, California.
Good, that last transmission. Yeah, you sound good on my receive right now. We just got some weird conditions right now. Oh, yeah, I heard that. Yeah, well, you're good, man. You're coming in good over here. Mother Nature's doing her thing. 378 Central Cal 187 said that. Thank you very much. All right, there, 187. You take care and enjoy the rest of your night. Appreciate the comeback. 378 Southern Cal, we're clear. 187 Beach Bomb waving, SoCal. What's going on? I heard somebody waving. I think you said, did you say Beach Bomb? I didn't catch that all the way. Say that one more time. I don't want to mess your name up. Yeah, it's your world famous Beach Bomb. You can call me a bomb, but I'm not broke. I heard that, Mr. Beach Bomb. Well, thank you very much for that comeback. Yes, sir. Doing a great job making a fine trip to this North Carolina receive with that clean audio. Beach Bomb 187 waving back.
Check, 187 loud and proud. I just want to put the wave on you and I'm out of here.
Thank you very much, sir. I'll be reading the mail. 187 North Carolina, kicking it back.
Beach bomb, beach bomb.
5531, you back in town?
Yeah.
Plug it in and watch the smoke.
Jackie's back in town.
Them protesters, what a damn shame.
Oh, that's you, Trip. I need to get a hearing aid.
I'm on my Yates too. That's probably why you couldn't. That's probably why you probably couldn't understand who it was. There, go ahead.
What's going on, man? I ain't talked to you in a couple of days since all this shit has been going on.
Yeah, they would have. Hey, L.A. would have been on fire. L.A. would have been on fire had it been for Trump.
Ain't this some crazy shit? This was unbelievable.
Hey, 187, you talking to your local?
Out there, you see him?
No. No. I don't have any locals out here tonight. It's just you and I. This is North Carolina and California. That's all it is.
Oh, North Carolina, man. Welcome, man. Each one of them pointing a finger at the other one.
Oh yeah, you know what the thing is. Let me go ahead and get on my striker.
Clear says station 414. I heard station 41 something, but I didn't catch the last number. Some other QSOs came in there. Yes, sir. You're doing a fine job. Thank you very much.
Copy that there, Mr. North Carolina, man. Yeah, some little country now, man. They can't cooperate. You got station 414.
Thank you very much, 414-187, North Carolina, waving a hand. I hear a bunch of California stations in there. Y'all go ahead. I'm reading the mail. I'm listening.
Karen Bass saying the community's going to push back. He's threatening the president. That's just unbelievable. I knew it was going to be a showdown. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, you know how it is, man. You know how it is. Hey, Renegade. Man, but we'll see. You think there's going to be some more action tonight?
Always got to be some dummies out there.
Yeah, man. The thing is, and Gavin Newsom tried to give a speech, man. You know, these guys, they definitely got that Trump derangement syndrome, man. TDS.
Hey, thank you again for
TDS, big time, man. They're totally fixated with Trump.
There's some other QSOs in there, but you're right over top all of them.
Everything they say. I'm like, man, Gavin Newsom, sit your stupid ass down.
I haven't even watched this speech yet because I know it was going to be stupidness.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it, man.
10-4 on that. 10-4 on that. Well, thank you very much, 414. We're going to kick it back from to see what else comes in. North Carolina 187 waving.
If my doggone irritation meter on me starts going up into the red zone, I just turn it, man. I can't take too much of CNN. There was some lying. I don't know what's wrong with them fucking people. Them people are fucking retarded.
Boy, this country is deeply divided.
Because you got a bunch of idiots, man. You see these people out there, the same one, out there in rubber in the street doing donuts, and then they got the Mexican flags flying. I'm like, what the hell? Why would you? That's the worst thing you could do, is to fly a foreign flag on American soil, and then on top of it, burn the American flag and spit on it. Oh my God.
Yeah, they're handing out American flags for them now. They're trying to hide under that. A whole bunch of American flags got distributed out by some NGO guy. Yep, get ready for that. You'll see it coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, I saw them. Hey, the first it was all Mexican flag. Then it was a combo. They had American flag on flag on one side. The other side was Mexican flag. You know, so you know somebody's behind all this. You know, somebody delivered a bunch of gas masks in a truck. So that's the thing. We got FBI, man. Come on, they need to get on the fucking job.
Yeah, a guy named Neville Singman. Neville Singman is a billionaire who's living in China, funding a lot of this, and a group called Indivisible. Well known for funding grassroots movements, and they've been working over here in North Carolina pretty hot and heavy. Indivisible is another group that's funded for a lot of this right here. USAID money, all kind of stuff coming in.
USA! Getting back to business, man. Start kicking some doors in. These organizations, we need to start going in. America! Bastards, man. Communists, these people are anti-American, man. We need to run them fucking... The United States of America!
about it?
I mean, I always had issue with somebody flying, you know, the Mexican flag. You know, it's a thing. They're running from Mexico, saying how bad it is, but then
How about my Channel 17 partners? How about it? To my CB radio operators, how about it?
do you understand it, Renegade? I don't understand the psychology, man. They're fleeing.
Where's that 223? How about it? How about that Barracuda, Buzzbox? How about it? Beer can, where you at? Spark Dog. How about it? 139, where you at?
Well, the people that's out there, man, they can't even spell dictionary, man. The fuckers out there right now, the people out there throwing.
Maybe I gotta turn up the power. How about it? Turning up the power. How about it?
Lawsuit.
I'd like to study the crime statistics for the last 4 days in the rest of the city. I bet you crime in the rest of the city is way down because all the knuckleheads are downtown.
Exactly. You see, they got a guy. The one was.
Say what? How about it?
He's from Compton, and now they know he's the FBI. Somehow they must have facial recognition, man.
Yeah. How about it?
That's crazy.
Yeah, they got it there. They're after.
What do you guys think about all those riots in L.A.?
Then at his mama's house, and they say he's not here, right? So they looking for his ass, man. That some bitch is on the run now.
You see the dude they snatched up with the yellow jacket, and he had the white porcelain face mask looking thing on? And he looks like the guy that was on top of the car waving a flag. He has a tattoo on his arm. I wonder if it matches up.
Probably so. You see I didn't know what those cars were. I was like, what are them fucking cars? Are those the one that, like for real estate, for Zillow? That
You know what, man? Fuck all this shit. I'm gonna be hammering down from Kentucky soon.
autonomous cars, the damn Uber cars, the driverless cars. I didn't even know they had that out here.
Yeah, it's a good thing nobody was inside, I guess. They should have got out and ran away, one of the two.
Yeah, they called in. See, them fuckers, they called in.
Be a real motherfucker with a horse and a motherfucking goat and go out and fucking get some eggs from my chickens and fucking go out there and pet my 10, 20 dogs. Household cheese your ass now for coming on my property. Yeah. Go fuck around and find out.
Burnt them to the ground. Nothing on the left.
You're right. That somebody just burned out the frame. Everything got burned, man. That damn, you see the...
Only real white men do that shit.
You know, but I tell you what, man, good Lord. They burned up 4 of them. I imagine them things are very expensive, too.
Oh, yeah. All that extra added hardware. All that toxic fumes coming off of that car. You wouldn't want to be breathing that shit.
Oh, they were breathing it. They were standing on top of it. Had the Mexican flag flying. Standing on top of the burning car. Standing up on the hood, displaying the flag. Did you see him?
Man, that toxic chemicals can blow 10 miles downrange to your house.
Well, hopefully it got into them, man. Hopefully they coughing now.
4 years ago. How long ago was that when he was in here doing the same thing as
You know how much overtime the LAPD's probably racked up? Millions of dollars. And the city's broke.
Well, I'm glad we need to take over. Gavin Newsom is scared as shit, man. He's worried about looking like a weakling when Trump came over and when Trump came in and put his dick in his face. When Trump had old Gavin on his knees with his dick out in Gavin's face, Gavin's feeling pretty emasculated right about now.
Took his toy army away from him.
Exactly. He pissed off, man. He's trying to say regain faith, man, with the people. But nobody cares about Gavin Newsom in Los Angeles, man. We hate that son of a bitch, man. everybody here, we tried to recall that son of a bitch. I don't know what he think he's doing. He ain't got no, and that Karen Bass, oh, I'm gonna get the homelessness out of California, that lying bitch.
You think Trump didn't know what was going to happen? You think his think tank and all of his, high IQ strategists didn't know what they were going to do to Gavin Newsom? Of course they knew what they were going to do to Gavin Newsom. That's what he did. Got ties to Cuba. Karen Bass has ties to Cuba. She was actually part of a group of people who was trained by M19. She started the M19 gang in 1983 that did bombing on the Capitol. Karen Bass is involved in a lot of really Marxist stuff, by the way. Trained Marxist, Karen Bass is.
We got a lot of comments.
Nobody.
I live in Compton. I can't stand Gavin.
Oh, Lord, don't drag him in here.
Can go, can suck on my fucking dick.
Oh, I know. I know.
Down the tour. We don't hear all that junk. Anyway, say what you want to.
Late 70s, early 80s with us.
I wouldn't be saying all that. I'd be choosing this mother.
She was actually over there during college getting indoctrinated. This whole organization that did no, and I don't want to find out. The sanctuary. Destroying democratic societies and Western civilization, and she's a big part of that. So Karen Bass has some real nasty ties. Dangerous lady she is. You just don't even know. But yeah, I'm in North Carolina. 87.
But that North Carolina, you blowing smoke, man. Anyway, you got 777. 777 waving a hand to you out there in North Carolina.
Yeah, man, I'm waving back, dude. I'm just kicking back. I'm just kind of reading the mail a little bit, man. You're spot on. Yeah, spot on.
Yeah, the thing is, I like what's happening here. We got to get this place under control, man. We got to get rid of them damn Democrats that destroyed California, man. They destroyed, everything that they touch is just totally gone to shit out here. You got freaking immigrants all over the goddamn place, man. You got the crime. You had the street takeovers. They had to put doggone it little speed bumps in the intersections to keep the people from doing donuts in the street. That's a damn shame. Instead of arresting them and throwing their ass in jail, they coddle the criminal out here. That's what they do. They coddle the goddamn criminal.
I know. There were in North Carolina with some of the problems that we're having over here. They're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to turn North Carolina into that. They're trying to turn. They're not in the elections in California. They're not legitimate at all. You got a woman in San Francisco who's working with the Chinese operative, who's not even a woman. She's running the San Francisco elections, which is a big decider for their choices.
Well, I tell you, we just got to get, it's all about law and order.
Yeah.
To be able to, we should have clean streets. People that violate the law. From the vehicle code. To all kind of gangs.
And check the 2, 3, 4. Hasta la vista, baby.
Trendale, Rockmore, MS-13. All the gangs. That's all. We don't need gangs. We don't need gangs out in this country.
Let's don't kill them, but I'll trade them all. You me some of them pickleballs.
The problems that a lot of states are running into is you've got organizations that help them and also people that put a lot of money into grassroots elections to get in and indoctrinated district attorneys.
Oh, yeah, 267 right LA.
Enforcing the law, and there's your problem, because it should be like that, but they're doing this on purpose to work in grassroots elections to destroy societies and make people.
Well, now they left around and they got it.
To do some weird stuff that's in the making.
National love, Miss. Here comes Stupid. Come on over here. You want to play? Yeah, I'll play now, boy. There he goes. He's finding out a different way of going to jail.
267 from deep in the ghettos.
You gotta try to vote the right people in. My city, we need in California.
What's up, 420?
Get a more conservative job on leadership. We need a conservative job.
Yeah, I just thought I'd come out here for a quick second and see what's going on, get a break from all the chaos.
Clean, keep the city safe. The Democrats have showed that they can't run. They can't run.
No, we're going to pick it up tomorrow.
All they care about is getting money in their goddamn pocket. So we need to get rid of them damn Democrats.
Thought I heard that 777 out there.
Compton, I don't even know who I barely know who Mary is. She don't do a goddamn thing for the city. Mary Sharif.
Well, no, he's moving on stage. He's winning.
She don't do a goddamn thing.
What's going on out there in California? That crazy ass damn
the problems they run into is a lot. Yeah, they should do it statewide or yeah, exactly. And the same thing's happening in my state too. We've got a lot of problems with that.
Hey, Rod, well, I wish you well on that, but you know, a lot of folks, I'm finding out, a lot more folks are coming to this center now that they're tired of that crime, man. There's a Rite Aid.
I'm getting out the jackets.
There's a Rite Aid, and I noticed a couple of months ago the shelves looked a little empty, right? And I talked to them yesterday. They told me they're closing down. Rite Aid is closing.
10-4 on that. Like Trump says, before you're fired. Yep. There's a lot of layers to that, but you're on point, man, and you're awake, and you're waking up, and other people are too. That's a good sign. It's happening fast.
My family, they always left. Speaking. And they say, hey, I can't believe he's in the family. He's a Trump supporter.
Yes.
I said, get your ass off the plantation. You're free. Free your fucking mind. And they laugh at me. They say, man, I know goddamn plantation. Now
you pissed them off.
They're all quiet now. Some of my brothers come out. Yeah, you know what, Trump? You know, I may not like everything, but he probably they have a change of heart.
Playing this shit came out of nowhere.
The Democrats.
You're right here. Get a little more swing. Backed off to some wattage. Now, 1.
By word of mouth, passed down by
And stop.
Racist. Oh, yeah, Trump's father is a Klanman. Man, fuck all that. I know a lot of people say the N-word, too. A lot of black people say the N-word. So, people talk about, oh, he said that.
Yeah, how about it? I don't care about Candyman 1480. How about it? Candyman 1480. How about it? Candyman 1480. How about it?
A bunch of conservative Republicans came to life to abolish the slavery in the United States while the Democrats fought for it. And then here we are, just a little less than 150 years later. All the non-white people have jumped over to the Democrat Party because Lyndon B. Johnson handed out a whole bunch of government handouts to get people back on the plantation. And he's even quoted saying that. Dirty Dems.
Sign up or sign in.
Dirty, filthy Dems.
You know, the folks that were during the civil rights, the 50s, the black man and
They're like saboteurs.
more intelligent.
Yep, dirty, filthy Democrats.
And
Trying to sabotage the Trump train. Yep, dirty, filthy Democrats.
County, this is Anaheim. Can I get a radio check? How about it?
now, I'm not talking
Filthy.
but some of us in the black community, not all, I've met a lot of
Radio check.
a lot of people that are doggone it, got good sense, that work
Renegade, why'd you piss everybody off?
so forth, nice homes, nice cars, got good families. But there's some of us, the one they can always get up.
We'll go up to 28, see what's going on, then maybe go 11, see if Hawaii's going on.
This is a setback to us.
It's a setback to the... you know, the world tends to follow the United States. And so if the United States loses, you know, its
audio
prosperity, then it kind of reflects for the other world. So, yeah, you're dead on, man.
Dead on, because, you can keep talking to people, because that's what it's going to take, man.
Thank you.
You know, I see.
Round them all up, get them on the bus, send them to El Salvador. Bye-bye.
Audio, how about it? +20.
Get them on the magic bus with a one-way ticket to El Salvador. Here they come.
Thank you very much.
I work for the organization.
Trip's talking long distance. That's Trip over there in Compton.
And I had to call. She got all kind of upset with me too, man. She got all kind of started to cursing. I'm not taking no bullshit from people just talking shit anymore. The hell with that, man. You got to come with some real facts, not that old bullshit. Everybody not going to succumb to those fake bullshit that you just spewing out falsehoods.
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right. Well, I'm going to kick back a little bit and get something to drink out of the kitchen in there. But pray for America, man. Hopefully, we can turn this big ship back around. We got a big old boat headed the wrong direction, man. We've got to take for a while to get it spun. And so I'll be reading the mail there, 187 North Carolina. I enjoyed the conversation, 100%.
187, you got 777 over here in the city of Compton, my friend. Anyway, go ahead and get something cool to drink. I'm going to get up off my soapbox, man, off behind the podium, man, and I'm going to turn it over to somebody else, man, no doubt about it. Take care of 187 out there in the Carolina. Oh, 777. 777 on the West Coast is back listening. I'll see you.
Trip, we got a cold beer. Hey, Trip, you can't be arguing with all those second-generation crackheads. There's too many of them.
Well, I'm on the side.
Hey, no doubt. Here comes the El Salvador bus. Choo-choo. Magic bus. Hey, Trip. You can't be arguing with all those crackheads. There's too many of them. Yeah, let's get that bus a one-way ticket from L.A. to El Salvador.
You know what? Man, it just breaks my heart to see, doggone it, the law enforcement, getting pelted with doggone rocks and bricks and all that good stuff, and people burn the American flag. I don't know about, the Marine. I don't think it's time for the Marine Corps to be on the street unless the cops are getting shot at and, with heavy artillery that they can't handle. But I don't know. Be on standby is one thing, but don't deploy them to the streets for sure.
But they're just protecting federal buildings. What harm is that? They're just security.
Oh, you heard they got a curfew now. I said this last night, they're going to have to come up with a curfew. They got a curfew in L.A. now. Downtown L.A., a curfew, so now out beyond a certain point in time at the evening, you're going to jail.
Well, we can thank all the hood rats in downtown L.A. for that mess.
Well, you know what the thing is? I'll tell you this. If they put it in downtown L.A., then, see, right now, they're restless, right? So what are they going to do? 8267, what are they going to do? They're going to come to the cities that have the stores, the malls. They ain't going to stop, man. They're going to go ahead and start, they're going to start burning shit up.
Well, there's going to be one less crackhead in the hood if he comes knocking on my door. I got blue tarp, duct tape, and I know some deep mines out around Vegas, so, yeah.
There you go. Well, hey, if you take an order, if I have to bag a few, you do the transport. I'll just load up the trunk.
10-4, nobody get a mess, a couple of dead felons with a lengthy record. Because I guarantee you the ones that are knocking on the doors are coming in the house. They're not no working church-going citizens, I guarantee you.
Exactly, but let me see, what you're thinking on, with the curfew being instituted tonight, you think they're going to just go home?
How about it, Grandpa? You out here tonight? How about it, Grandpa?
They'll probably come out someplace else. But we just got to be vigilant. That's all we can do. We're infested all the damn neighborhoods. They might just switch locations.
How's your neighborhood holding up, man? Your neighborhood holding up?
Get back on, Grandpa, man. We're slumming these backwoods.
It's all quiet over here. It's all quiet here. I got a LA LA's Finest on the right, and LA's Finest across the street from me, all good neighbors. To the left of me, I got a nurse, and I got my safe loaded to the top shelf with 30-odd buck ready to go.
Hey, that's right. Hey, keep it locked and loaded. Keep that powder dry, man. All right, man. I'm gonna stand by. Hey, Renegade, I heard you over there. I know where you are. They're not putting up with that shit. I want to read this before you take your trip.
10-4, I'm gonna read them. Yep, I'm gonna read them their last rites, and that way they're all squared away and ready to meet God Almighty Himself.
There you go. All right, man. Good hearing from you. Hey, I was talking to I didn't know I was talking to the Carolinas out there, 187, man. But I tell you what, he was coming in good, but they had another gentleman somewhere else trying to talk, put his 2 cents worth in. But good Lord, we got little conditions rolling.
Yeah, we do. We sure do. That's why I thought I'd come out here around evening time. I might go up on the Channel 11 see if I can talk to Hawaii, and sometimes Australia will come in.
Yeah, I heard the mini grasses out there. I heard them guys.
I'll see you over there, Channel 11. Hell yeah, Channel 11.
Made my second rounds in here. Heard some folks, heard Renegade out there talking to somebody that was DX, so I talked to old Renegade for a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to go give you a doggone nice cold glass of water. I shall return. I'll see you.
10-4, 777, keep doing it to it. We'll be back reading the mail, hanging out with all the riffraff.
Hey, come on back, Trip, because I got a true story I want to tell you.
All right, go ahead. Tell.
Oh, in the 70s, when I was a teenager, over there at my dad's house, over there on the south side of Signal Hill, the guy on the corner, he was a coyote, Paco. He was a coyote. Next thing you know, he had like a bunch of people in his garage, in his backyard. One day I was like, hey, Paco's having a party or something. And my mom told me, no, he ain't having a party. Paco's a coyote, and them's a bunch of illegal aliens.
So your mom called it back then there, Roger?
Everybody in the damn neighborhood knew, I guess. I never seen them before. I just happened to catch them when they was unloading, I guess, before they all got into the garage. And nobody gives a damn. That's when the state changed the laws, where the police couldn't even ask anybody if you were here illegal. That was the beginning of the end right there.
Well, you see, yeah, you're right now. But, you know, the thing is, I think we're doomed, man, believe it or not. Because, hey, once Trump gets out of there, unless we have some conservative Republican that'll follow through.
How about it out there, Channel 17? How about it?
Or somebody, man, that's conservative, got good, the same policies. If we get another Democrat in there, we're done, buddy. We are done if we get another Democrat in there.
You're right about that.
All those guys I seen back then, though, they was just looking for a better life. They just wanted to work and prosper, and, you know, hopefully most of them wasn't criminals. But nowadays, it's like, you know, they would be older than me, you know what I mean, now. So they now it'd be their kids or their grandkids or the recent arrivals have no respect.
They're moving all kind of, you got kind of narcotic trafficking and all. I mean, they're heavily into the automotive theft thievery. The automotive theft ring is alive and well, man, for sure. And have you noticed everybody you know, you look around, everybody got a backpack on? People ain't been to school since grade school, and you got people run. Everybody you see running around with a backpack. They probably got a hammer in there, a chisel, a crowbar, you name it, man. They got it. So that's their toolkit.
You know, it's pretty depressing. You know, imagine for the little kids got to see this shit, and whole statewide, not just L.A.
They try this shit in New York. New York is out there. Say it was they're trying to go against the ICE raids and all that good stuff. But you know what? One thing I like about Trump, and he says, and Tom Holman, they said you can do the more you resist and put us try to interfere, the more troops I'm gonna put into Los Angeles. And one thing that Karen Bass said that was correct, it is a test. This is the test how we're gonna break LA's ass, break the sanctuary state. That's how Trump's gonna break the state and get all these people, flush them out, flush all these criminals out, and start getting the paddy wagon and start putting these son of bitches in jail.
Don't forget about Hochman.
I didn't vote for him the first time around. I voted for the other guy, Tommy, whatever his name was. I only voted for him because I had to get rid of George Gascon, but he was not my first pick to be the district attorney.
Well, that was your choice, but still. I saw an interview with Hochman today. He goes, oh, you guys are done. If you get arrested, we're prosecuting you to the full extent of the law.
Talk is cheap.
Not anymore.
I want to see prosecutions. I want to see convictions.
Of course. Takes time. But that's why there's National Guard and Marines now.
Yeah, but I don't want to see felonies, going down to misdemeanors and a slap on the hand. I want to see real prosecution.
That's what he's vowing.
Yeah, well, talk is cheap.
Like I said, and like you said, we will see as soon as they all get incarcerated.
The young folks, especially the young folks that are still, trying to go get into the workforce, they got to be real careful about, getting a rap sheet, man. Like, especially if you're talking about anti-American, shit. Nobody hiring your ass.
No kidding, Trip. By the time I was 21 years old, I had a job, and there was no way I could go to jail. I wouldn't go to work. Then Monday, I wouldn't have a job anymore.
Oh, yeah. All right, man, I'm going to run to the kitchen, give me some cool water. I'll return, man, but maybe we got some guys out there in DX land. The other states, man, they said, Carolina, they said, man, they getting experiences the same thing. They trying to turn their place into a shithole, too. I'll see you.
Oh, Biden, now let all millions of people in here.
Yeah, ICE is just not going to deal with California. ICE is going to deal with every state.
They should raid his house, and just like they did Trump, but they should actually take him in for this, for the causing this problem we got now with all the migrants. Just bring him in. You hold him for a little bit, hold him for about 24 hours, and release him.
The bottom line is, if we didn't vote him in as president, and we would have stuck with Kamala, we wouldn't have these issues.
We had a chance to recall Gavin, but they wouldn't do it.
We should have got rid of that son of a bitch, man. He's useless. That's all he thinks about, man. You ever see that's how he gets his hands moving when he's talking, man? That shit, he's gay as a fucking $3 bill, man.
Well, I'm glad everybody recognizes that, because nobody's going to vote for Newsom again for anything.
That's why Donald Trump went ahead with this plan. He knew what was going to happen. He wants to smear Newsom real good and give J.D. Vance a good chance. Show the rest of the country what the sanctuary city shit looks like. This is all calculated. They knew everything. It's like a chess move.
Of course it is.
I said a long time ago, it's going to be a showdown.
Trump has had years to figure this out.
They're going to organize the community to resist the federal government. Good luck.
Exactly, man.
I can laugh just like you do about that one.
Dude, people out there protesting probably half of them got no job. You know, sitting out there throwing bricks and shit like that, wearing the goddamn mask over their face. That's how remember the guy, you said the guy was wearing the yellow?
Didn't they install a curfew this evening?
And when they got him, they took
Keen on trip.
He's like, what the fuck? Everybody sees him.
What was that, Renegade?
You ruined
You're keen on 777.
Oh, I can't hear him.
We can't hear 777.
I hear somebody way out there, but I don't know who it is. I didn't know. Okay, sorry, Trip.
Deer in the headlights. They tackled him to the ground, lifted him back up with the cuffs on, then they took his mask. They lifted his mask off his face where the whole world could see who he was.
That's the guy I'm talking about. He was the guy in the yellow jacket that was taunting all those people over there in front of that building and throwing shit at him.
Well, they got his ass. Now, hey, Renegade, now he has a court date.
Gonna wear a yellow jacket, would stand out like a sore thumb. What an idiot.
Well, nobody said criminals were intelligent.
You see a lot of them out there, man. That one that was throwing them bricks, his ass is on the, like I said, he's from Compton. That dude, he's on the run now because they got the APB. They're looking for that son of a bitch, man. No matter where he goes, that facial recognition, they're going to catch his ass quick as shit.
That's what I was talking about. That facial recognition technology is way better than they let on.
Exactly. They identified one. They got him, and they like, hey, the FBI. They went real quick. They didn't tell how they did it, but I know they went into their facial recognition software, and they got a match, and they got the one guy. They got one of them already. The other one's on the run. The one from Compton's on the run, man. He can't come back home. Hey, Renegade, he can't come back home. He can't flee toward the border because they're going to turn his ass in.
I don't feel sorry for him. Hey, it ain't like the old days when they had to take film and try to blow it up and they got it blurry. This is digital. They took that shit in there in the supercomputer and blow it up, and there you are.
Oh, yeah. You don't lose, like, the pixelation of the photo. That they just add in the detail. They know what color it is. The computer knows, and they just say, okay, it's this size, so I want to blow up to this size. This is what the color mixture should be in all these areas, these pixels. Next thing you know, you got just as clear as a bell, a big picture of the suspect.
I seen a long time ago, if you had a mask on, if you had like a nylon mask on, or it was kind of some kind of mask that was touching your skin, they could take the computer software and kind of figure out what your face looks like underneath the mask.
Well, the technology now, that's one that they're not going to let on. You know, all these cameras, years ago they had all these cameras on top at the intersection, and everybody's like, some people that were really inquisitive would ask themselves, what is them cameras? Facial recognition shit, man. Facial recognition. They got also radiation scanners. Some of these little different boxes up there got radiation scanners. They got the shit going already. Homeland Security has the shit, but it ain't something that they broadcast to the general public.
Oh yeah, if anybody's dumb enough to post this on social media and anybody's face is clear, doing something dumb, they're gonna be looking for them.
Well, you see, they went to that Apple store. They went to an an iPhone store, right? They went in there. They were having a field day in there, grabbing all kind of iPhones and shit. And the cops came to the door. People were trying to get away. Some of them dropped all their merchandise. A couple of them weren't so lucky, man. They got thrown to the ground and handcuffed. They're going bye-bye.
I didn't watch it last night. I had enough already.
You get saturated. Overload, huh? Criminal overload. I'm going to run on up channel 38, see if there's anything happening on the sideband. I'll be back.
All right, Trip. Have a good one. Remember Johnny Taliban? Think about it now. Remember Johnny Taliban? He was over there, and he was fighting with Al-Qaeda, with bin Laden, but he was fighting against the Northern Alliance, and the Northern Alliance captured him and turned him over to the CIA, and then they was interrogating him. And then Al-Qaeda busted him out of prison. And then they recaptured him again. Remember that story? They actually thought they were going to bust these people out. It's like the Wild Wild West. They're going to storm the sheriff's office and bust him out and string him up. And this time, we're just going to let him go free.
Test 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'll let you know if I end up hearing them. Yeah.
He sounded like he was already tired anyway. That's a 12-hour run.
Oh, fuck.
QSL on that. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. I already ran the Tuesday night check-in up on the old guy's frequency, so we're going to have to leave it to it and go in and spend some time with our wife.
All right, have a good night.
Checker, checker.
field.
Just like you said up in my radio there, y'all, I'm gonna speak to my radio there. You be just like a baby. Hey, y'all take a thing, day one, I'm gonna lean back up in this gas and do my thing, do my thing, do my thing, bye, bye, bye. Hey, 1040, y'all. We be low on the Mother Nature, but high on the audio. I got it all when you said it all there. One more time, be blessed. It seems like a great evening. Then y'all break a nigga. We back in the past. Aloha. Hey, Station Mississippi, you coming up in my gas. Hey, Station Mississippi, dig, nigga one back in the bag. Aloha.
How about that Ricky 808? Got a copy on Z28, trying hello. How about the 808? Z28, Orange County, California, trying. Yeah, 199, it's funny. I have to put my headphone to the side because there's about a, I don't know, like a half-second delay, and if I don't feel like I talk, it makes me talk weird. So there's like, yeah, a half-second delay. But on YouTube, it's like 5 seconds. So it's pretty bad. But that's the best you could do on YouTube.
You take care. Have a wonderful evening time. We'll see you later. Right on our grass, 766. We'll catch you later.
How about the 766 Z28, Orange County, California, trying.
318, 28, Honolulu, aloha.
766, let me try it again, Z28. Oh, rough copy. Yeah, waving. I heard you in there. Rough copy, man. Honolulu. All right. Orange County, California. I guess they're not the best of conditions right now, but I heard you in there. Waving a hand to you. 766 from Z28.
You out there in the mix station, Alabama. Put you later, 766.
Got some weird conditions. Like a couple stations here and there, but not like full on DX.
G-Smoky. I think you just came out underneath my big roof out there. G stood up. G-Smoky, you take care. Beautiful Southeast Station. Aloha, 766. Catch you later.
Got a QSY to 17.
Mr. 616, you take care. You be safe, Ab.
I got to sneak one in there really quick just to see what I say, because there's a little bit of a delay there. Test 1, 2, 3.
There we go. There we go. I heard you in there. Look at the clock on the top right corner. You'll see the delay. Last time I checked, it was a 5-second delay.
Torres, ¿y tú? ¿A dónde? Torres. ¿El Gainin? Sí, ¿y tú? También, vente, vámonos. Ahí te sigo. ¿Hasta qué hora tienes tú? 9:40. Ah, no, yo tengo a las 9:20. Órale. Vámonos. Ahí te voy.
I gotta try one more time. I sounded overmodulated. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. Audio, video, still.
Yeah, it just doesn't have the, I don't know, you hear it. It sounds bassy. But when you go to sideband, it doesn't do that. Whoa. Whoa.
I have to admit, this is really cool to be able to like talk and then listen to yourself. I just tried a different EQ setting.
Yeah, it doesn't sound as good as a sideband, you know?
Yeah, I used to have a talk mag with an echo microphone.
Yeah, I think that.
Two scratchy records in the microphone.
I think it sounds pretty good, but it doesn't have the punch. It's like, it's bassy, but it was kind of like a motor mouth mall thing going on. But here, if you want, we can go to 38, and you can hear yourself on sideband and compare.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I'm running a lot of different audio stuff, so I'm trying to see what I can turn back to see if it makes a difference.
Copy.
All right, let's try that one. Test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I have a question. Should mint and chip ice cream be green?
The big man just dropped this big hammer on the southwest tip, and I'm reading the mail.
Because I have some Tillamook mint and chip, but it's white. It's weird.
That's weird.
Yep. And, you know, it's tasty too.
me try that one. Just 1, 2, 3.
What's going on around the West Coast? What's going on around the West Coast? Break up, break up.
Who's that breaker?
24/7, mini grass. 24/7 in the mini grass, looking across the pond. Break up, break up.
20. Whoa. I gotta turn off that echo. Oh my goodness.
Shucks, man, I heard someone get back to 24/7. They said my 28 and then
I got one of those too, you know.
Mother Nature was not calm, man. Let's go one more time around. 24/7 in the grass, 3 in the mail.
Oh, I could imagine the echo on the thing you got. You probably have like you could probably make it go forever.
429, is that what I heard? 429?
Hello.
Hey, 24/7, sounding good over here in Southern California. Z28.
29, appreciate you climbing all up in my radio, man. 429, 24/7, got you loud and clear out in Maui. Hello, 429, 24/7 on the North Shore of Maui, waving a hand right back.
Tell him he's on YouTube.
I'll try it on the flat side. How about a 24/7? How about a 24/7 Z28 trying Orange County, California.
Hey, Z28, that's all you have to do, man. Z28 antenna is everything, man. All you have to do is flip to that flat side, and all you got full control of my radio with that flat side. Z28, 24/7 right back.
Oh, Roger, man, your radio sounds good, man. I like that audio. Sound real good over here. That's cool, man. I haven't heard Maui in a long time.
Yeah, check Roger, man. Yeah, likewise, man. It's my eye from 350 radio. If you ever got one of those made by Morgan, man. I love the audio of this thing too, man. 24/7.
All right, there, 24/7, let the channel roll. 73, my friend. We'll catch you later on. Z28.
Z28, we'll put it on you later. Appreciate you reaching out. 24/7, we back quiet.
I think if you keep working on your audio there, 199, you're going to have some broadcast quality audio. It's sounding better each time you're messing with it.
I'm just going to wave real quick at 414 in the Mojave, 24/7 in the mini grass with the shotgun. Aloha.
I got you in there 24/7. Now you're sounding mighty fine over here on the west side, brother. Take the 414 here in the Mojave with the big chucker wave. Looks like Mother Nature cooperated a little bit. consistent receiving out here. 20.7.
Yeah, that, was it W6EL on YouTube. I agree. The main issue is the audio is just too low. It's not that it's bad sounding, it's kind of bassy, but it's just, yeah, it's like 50% down.
How about a break? Anybody kind of copy on this?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing that. I'm going to have to figure that out. Maybe when you leave your YouTube up running during the day, I can play with it during the day when there's not that many people out here. That's the great way to listen to it.
Yeah, if you want, I could even give you a private feed and you could just kind of have it going. You know, if you run the live feed more than 12 hours, I found out that YouTube won't let you post it later. They'll just dump the file. It won't be saved.
Yeah, I've never actually posted. I watch a lot of YouTube, but I haven't posted anything to it.
Yeah, copy that.
There is a setting in Thetis here that you can set your modulation for AM, and I forgot where it is in the. It's a really lengthy menu system, but I got to find it and mess with that, I think.
Yeah, if you can get that going, I think it'll be good. I mean, it's not like it's bad sounding, it's just low. You crank it up, you know, blast it. Maybe you can get more forward swing too. Maybe, are you dead keying, are you doing a third or a quarter of your dead key versus peak power? What about that?
It's a little different on the Hermes, because you basically you can set your out. I got to figure that out. I don't know. It's still a little new to me. I'm confused.
Yeah, I could imagine. I mean, but I'm looking at the carrier of your signal right now, and you have like no swing. And of course, you know, with AM, ideally you'd have around like a third or 1/4 your, you know, dead key, like 25 watt swing and 100. You know what I mean? That's the problem with my Icon. The Icon 7300, it sounds so bad. It's all it backswings, and there's no modulation on AM, but it's a beast on sideband.
I have a setting here for carrier level. I just raised it a little to see if that made any difference. All right, this one carrier level is at 85%. Let's see if that makes a difference.
How about our break channel?
Let's try this one. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think that sounds better.
I lowered my carrier level to 75. Let me go a little lower. You were saying, what, a third?
Yeah. How about it? How about it?
How about it? How about it? Go ahead, how about it?
What's your 20? This is Handyman over in Anaheim State College in Lincoln.
Hey, Handyman, you know who it is, Barracuda over here by Angel Stadium.
Oh, what's up, buddy? All right, cool. Yeah, I didn't recognize you there for a sec.
Just happened to turn my radio on, heard you out there making all kinds of noise.
Yeah, just checking in. I love the CB. Hey, Break, you guys hear me over here?
I had a 0 pound noise level earlier, now I have a 3 pound noise level.
About a Handyman, you catch me over here in Placentia?
Yeah, you're coming in clear. Yes, sir. Placentia, how about it?
10-4, 10-4. All right, man, have a good day, or have a good evening. We'll talk at you later. 176 Barracuda, stand by.
All right, Barracuda, you have a wonderful evening.
I gotta learn my manners. It's been a long time.
Yeah, me too.
Handyman, I used to talk out here on 29. They called me 952, the Mongoose.
Wow, what kind of radio are you operating on?
This one's a Washington. I used to talk on a unit in Zachary T. I recently found this Washington, and I don't know what I've done wrong with the Zachary T. So this is the radio now.
Oh, okay. Right on. Yeah, I got a little mobile radio, Galaxy, and, just tied it up to an Antron, and that's basically what it is. I'm up on a flagpole about 15 feet up, and I actually had to lower the antenna for some reason. One of the fellows out here was explaining it, the possibilities, and 223 had another explanation about it, but so far it seems to be doing okay. How am I coming in over there?
Really good. You're going to be at 9 pounds, and I'm at like 57 in Yorba Linda Boulevard.
Oh, okay. All right. So probably about 20 minutes, 15 minutes?
Yeah, sounds good. I'm on an Antron also. I just put it up tonight.
Oh, wow. So you're on a 99 too?
Yeah, I found a piece of copper pipe like 1.5 inches in diameter, and I stuck it into one of the plumbing vents on the roof. It just happened to slide into that, and I ran the coax straight down through that copper pipe and out right before it goes into the roof.
Wow, that's ingenious. So you're using the air gap, and you use the inside diameter and ran a copper pipe. What's the length of the copper you used?
About 10 feet, and I just I soldered a little ring around it so it won't fall into the pipe any deeper than a foot. And I drilled a hole in the side, and I ran the RG8 right off the side, right as it meets the hole in the roof.
Okay, so your Antron's sitting 2 feet above the roof, and you're on a 2-story or 1-story?
No, the Antron's 10 feet up on a copper pole, and the copper pipe is slid into a toilet vent, so I think it's got a pretty good ground.
Oh, okay. Right on. Wow, not bad.
I'm still going to ground it, though, because I don't feel like this coax wraps around my bed.
Yeah, anytime you use metal, Antron's fiberglass,
I used an old flagpole, so yeah, that's metal too.
What are you talking on? A Galaxy? Sounds good.
Galaxy.
I used to have a friend right over here, X-Ray 7. Used to tune me up, and now he's back east. I'm still in contact with him. I might send this radio back and have him work on it.
Oh, okay. Right on.
He used to make identifiers. He had a 7-tone identifier that he would sell to people. I still have mine, and I need to get it hooked in.
Yeah, those are cool. My buddy 223 has one of those. He's like the repair guy. If you ever need anything repaired, he's got everything you think of, and he actually builds radios and power supplies. Yeah, stuff.
Okay. I recognize the numbers. I'm curious to know if he's using one of Dave's boards for the 7-tone identifier.
Yeah, that's very possible. That might be where it's all coming from. But yeah, I saw one over there.
Okay. It's like an inch by 2 inches for the board.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Maybe it was a little bigger though. I think it was about 6-inch board. I could be wrong though. I'll ask him. But yeah, small world.
Thanks for talking. I'm excited this thing actually works. This is the first time I turned it on. I didn't expect the mic to work. I was surprised.
Yeah, it's really cool, and to meet a neighbor, close to me, that's really cool, because I consider these emergency communication devices, and this is more than just a hobby. This is pretty serious. This could be like life-saving communication, and it's the only thing that, you can actually keep powered on and transmit, I think, know of, without a satellite or a repeater. So, Citizens Band, way to go.
Yeah, it's a good deal. Yeah, I would always be a helpful hand or an ear if I needed you or someone local around here.
Yeah, that's really cool. And I'm a handyman, so if you ever need help with plumbing or electrical or drywall or anything, I pretty much build homes. So, yeah, I pretty much tackle it all.
Sweet. That's cool. I do headers. I build exhaust systems for cars and build hot rods for them.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got a project car or project truck in my driveway right now. It's a 1991 Chevy S10. And, yeah, I just acquired it off of online. Pretty good deal, but it needs some work.
They got the Iron Duke?
Yeah, exactly, the Iron Duke. You know what's up.
Oh, yeah. I built an Iron Duke that produced 420.
Hey, good engineer. Buenas noches, José. ¿Le entro? Me aguanto. Wow. Yeah, this is a V6 in it. Small V6. Yeah, 40.
Okay. So, is it a 4x4?
No, it's just rear wheel.
Good deal. Well, I'll be around. It's nice to meet you.
Right on. What was your handle again?
Mongoose, or 952.
All right. Well, maybe I'll meet you at the CB show coming up here. I don't know if you're going to it, but I guess everybody is.
Well, I'm going to have to find out about that.
Yeah, look into it. Barracuda and a couple other guys like Buzzbox and Spark Dog and a couple other people, Beer Can. There's a lot of people. 139 will be there. There's a lot of guys that are going, and we're all getting together and have a good time and share stuff.
Right on. Who is the, I'm going to have to ask you, what are the numbers of the radio tech you mentioned?
The Barracuda, Spark Dog, Buzzbox. Buzzbox is a really good guy to get in touch with. He knows a lot of stuff and different things that are going on. He's on here pretty much every day.
Did you mention 2 1/4?
2 1/4, no. Oh, yeah, 223.
Gotcha. Run that by my buddy.
Yeah, there's still a lot of guys, old school guys, is still operating on here. My best friend 223's been on here for many years. Actually got me back into the groove with things. And but yeah, I finally got a good little station, and still lots of work to do. There's always some tuning up you got to do with the radio and different little things to get up to par.
Yeah, I gotta find myself a match maker. Yeah, I just don't have any.
Oh, I have one of those. I'll just give it to you.
Oh, well, figure something out. Anyway, it was nice meeting you.
You too. This is Handyman 1480. Nice speaking with you. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Hey, Handyman, I got a question for you. This is Z28. No copy on Handyman. I'm back out. Maybe it'd help if I was vertically polarized. How about it there, Handyman? Z28.
Hey, Z28, you got a flat side also?
I was. Now I'm back to vertical. Who's that?
066.
Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah. 3 element, yeah.
I didn't know that. You want to flip back to the flat side for a second?
Yeah, but then we got to worry about where we're pointed.
Yeah, mine's at 2 feet off the ground. It doesn't really matter as much.
Okay, now I'm horizontally polarized right now. I don't know if it's, if I'm weaker or stronger. You could try it. Hello, radio 123.
Yeah, no, I'm pointed almost, I'm pointed straight at Hawaii. I don't know if you can hear me really over. But yeah, I kind of shut off. I'll go back to the vertical kite myself.
Yeah, I could barely hear you. But of course, we got to be pointed at each other too, you know?
Yeah, that would really help. I'm back on the vertical side.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I heard Handyman talking, and I was like, he said somebody told him that he needed to lower his antenna would do better, and I was like, I can't think of any case, like in radio, ever, that you would lower your antenna would improve something. So I'm just curious how or what the logic was behind lowering the antenna.
Well, maybe to get a horizontal antenna, at the exact one wavelength above the ground or whatever it might be, I don't know.
I know, right? Well, I think that if it's one wavelength, and if it's 1 1/4, it's still better. Higher and higher, the better. I don't know. It's a good question. Like, I know for local talk, higher is better always. But for DX, maybe there's a little madness. Like, there's some logic to it. Like, your takeoff angle does kind of go in different, like in wavelengths. It does kind of affect the takeoff angle as you go up. So that might be a factor.
I'd still take an antenna 200 feet in the air over an antenna, 36 feet in the air.
Yeah, would you rather have your antenna 200 feet in the air or one wavelength? Pick.
Yeah, height is I don't know. I would rather have the 200 foot,
Yeah, well, I can't say this is true that people up on mountains do worse for DX. Like, look at, what's his name? 388, WikiWhack. He's up there in Big Bear Mountain. He used to live in Laguna Beach, and he vouches that, and it's true, his DX is much harder than it used to be when he was down here in Laguna Beach area. But it also could be the ground connectivity is way better by the coast, so it could be that too. But he's at 6,000 feet now. I know when I go to top of the world in Laguna Beach, DX talking to like Australia is in Hawaii. It's not that good, you know. But I go down to Aliso Beach, down at the bottom at sea level, and way better.
Yeah, all of a sudden you've got a big giant mirror. It's called the Pacific Ocean. You know, it's a big giant reflector.
Right, but you'd think being at 1,000 feet, it wouldn't hurt that. It would, you know, because RF is like, it's huge. Everything's, you know, like in the grand scope, you know, it's like, it's big, right? But no, it's like 1,000 feet up. But I think the ground connectivity up at top of the world is crap too. You know, it's all like non-conductive, whatever, you know, I know when I used to live down in, you know, near the coast, closer, and I could tell a difference even, you know, for a base station, it was better. So, yeah, I don't know. But, again, height above ground is almost always better for radio.
Yeah, I kind of would agree. Yeah, you know, and I kind of remember hearing somebody talking about your line of sight, you know, your overview. So even if you're at 6,000 feet, if you don't have a great view or overlook, you might not be able to get out as well as, you know, the same. It might not be as effective, you know.
Yeah, like the guys that live in Big Bear, like in the, you know, Big Bear is a bowl. So the people that are actually inside Big Bear proper, like they don't get out worth the crap. Like we don't even hear them. But the guys that live off of Crestline or the, you know, near the edge, you know, that could overlook, you know, Orange County and San Bernardino, we could hear them, you know. But you notice you never hear anybody in Big Bear, you know, down here.
Yeah, we used to go sit up on top of Saddleback Mountain, you know, back in the old days and just be dominant. You could hear everything. And, you know, from every corner of the frickin' state, too, you know.
Oh, yeah. Santiago is awesome because, I mean, you could see San Diego, Orange County, and Riverside, and Los Angeles all at the same time.
Yeah, it was pretty much every corner of the state you could hit from up there, you know.
Ponte listo que es carril para dar vuelta, güey.
You're in Laguna Niguel, you say?
Mission Viejo.
Yeah, Mission Viejo. Yeah, right on. Yeah, I have a back exit that I can see that area from here too. From the house here is got a pretty good view. I got a hilltop between the ocean and me, but I can oversee, like I can see all the Disneyland fireworks and all that crap.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's not very high, but it's got a pretty good view. You know, if I can get my antenna up here, it would be pretty impressive. But there's always been an antenna on this house.
Yeah, it makes a big difference for local talking. I don't know, probably DX, it doesn't matter that much. You know, like if your like elevation's a little better, it doesn't seem to matter much.
No, it seems like my DX is a little bit better at my house up in Oregon. I kind of have the Rogue River go points basically straight to Hawaii from my house. You know, so I sit right above the Rogue and shoot straight down the Rogue River, it seems like. And I have a much better DX in Hawaii. DX in my house in Oregon.
Oh, no way. Huh. Have you checked the ground connectivity index or whatever? You could look it up on. There's a map. You could check it.
That'd be interesting. I have not, but it's a 50-foot tower with a Mako Y-Quad on it, and I'm going to get my big tower up there and get my antenna on it at some point. But right now, it's going to go about. It'll be about not quite 20 feet in the air if I work everything out.
Oh, that's going to be ridiculous. Well, it'd be awesome when you're up there to talk down here, and then we could get some north-south DX. That would be sweet.
Well, I talked to my buddies up there. He said they can hear us. You know, he said he could hear Buzzbox and a couple other guys, and I could hear Buzzbox and everybody when I was up there over the weekend, but I couldn't get out. I did talk to 030 as he went past. He drove right past my house.
Oh, no way. Okay. It's just also AM's harder, right? Were you on AM or sideband?
I am. But there's been a lot of north-south, a lot of that sporadic skip going on, you know, and my buddy texted me the other day, he could hear us talking down here, and then I was sitting up there, I could hear everybody talking down here, so I couldn't get out, so I only had my radio's not very good right now.
Doesn't that suck? Right when the conditions come in, you're like, I remember like, this was like years ago, and I like, right when I was about to, you know, like change my antenna and take it down, like, I figured there's not much going on, and then all the DX rolled in, and I got my vertical, I'm like, damn, I wish I had my beam up.
Yeah. I yanked the radio out of my van. It had been under the seat in my van for the past, I don't know how many years, and it wasn't doing real well. But I had never even been able to look at it because it's the way it's at under my seat, so I couldn't figure it out for a little bit. It's got a talk back in it. It's got some weird stuff. I don't know. I don't use that radio. I haven't used it for a long time, so I had to figure it out again a little bit. But I was able to make a few contacts with it.
Yeah, copy. Man, mobile is so much harder than a base station, I'll say. Like, even I was running an 8-bill in a mobile for a bit, and man, I still couldn't get out even close to even like my base station, even with just 100 watts. It's like so much worse. I gotta hand it to the mobiles out there, man. It's tough out there if you're a mobile.
Yeah, this is a mobile low drive radio, and it's barefoot right now, but it's a low drive radio. And, my high drive radio is acting up, but my amp is a high drive amp, so it only does about 100 watts, 100 bird watts. You know, it doesn't have a lot of oomph to drive my amp.
Well, 100 bird watts. That's, I don't know. That's like 200, maybe 250 watts peak, right? That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's about 250, almost 300, I think.
Yeah, that's a lot of drive for something. Or it's not enough, depending on how big it is. I don't know.
Oh, it's a little 4-pill Toshiba, but it should do a little bit more, you know, and it does with my other radio. It does.
Oh, that's about perfect, I think. You know, you don't want to blow the thing up, you know.
12928, Honolulu, aloha.
I got some Hawaii in there.
Yeah, I could hear all kinds of stuff coming in. Sounds like hippopotamus.
I think I'm starting to hear Australia.
Yeah. Sounds like hippopotamus.
Totally, right? Is that the dude that gets all crazy?
No. It's, I forget what he goes by his numbers. Big mouth hippopotamus.
Well, there's one dude that gets all crazy on 38 lower.
Oh, my God, yeah. There's some crazy nuts down there. My first radio was, we had some neighbors that moved from Australia, and they had an old base radio. It was my very first radio. It had like 6 crystals in it, those old big-ass crystals, you know.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that thing was pretty cool, dude. So I have a affinity towards Australian radio.
Oh, yeah, I never had an Australian radio. That'd be cool to see. I don't know. Yeah, they're different, I guess, over there, huh? Well, I remember the guy in 38 lower, is it 333? He's all calling everybody retards. I don't remember him, but yeah, they're a bunch of crazy nuts. Yeah, they're funny. That dude's like drunk, I think, every night. I'm surprised he's still alive.
Oh, shoot, yeah. So many people dying these days. We had a bunch of people die back in the old days on the radio, you know. Pretty crazy. I don't know if you remember the OCA group, you know, but there was a couple of those guys that all kicked the bucket.
Yeah, I remember OCA. You're talking about in the 90s, right?
Oh, it might have been the early 70s, late 70s, you know.
Oh, that goes before my time. Oh, then, you know, just based on numbers, man, there's no way a 40 or 50-year-old dude, you know, back in the 70s is still around. He'd be 100 years old now. And figure CB that takes at least 10 years off your life right there.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, a lot of those guys would die. We had one of the guys committed suicide. Everclear was his handle. And then OCA number 2 or somebody died. I can't remember everybody, but my brothers were all part of that group. I was a kid. I was in junior high.
Copy that. I vaguely remember hearing about it, but maybe I started getting on the radio like in the early 90s, so that's before my time, so. But damn.
Yeah. I gotta go find my wife. I hear her hollering, but I don't know where she's at. Hey, Z28, you still out there?
Yeah.
Can you hear him now?
I'm listening.
He's, yo, motherfucker, he's going off.
Oh, let me flip it to the flat side. I'll hear him better. Yeah. The guy's listening on the live feed. It's on a vertical. It's a IMAX 2000. And when I said I was flipping to the flat side, that's my home station. I'm actually hearing the guy in Australia on the flat side, but not on the vertical. So it makes a huge difference. It's almost like being on a different channel. You switch to vertical and you go to horizontal, or vice versa. You hear like a totally different group of people on the same channel. It's amazing. But unfortunately, I can't switch antennas to this to the live feed radio that you guys are listening in on. Yeah, starting to hear them. CQDX Z28, Orange County, California.
Oh, shame on the mess. 73 Z28, 380, waving.
Hey, waving there, 0380. Sounding good, man. I thought the channel would definitely be busy. I heard some DX rolling in on AM on 17 and on 11, Hawaii and Australia coming in on even on AM, and then I come out here and out. How is 38 lower dead? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but it is.
I don't believe it. I think there's a bunch of sandbaggers out here.
Probably. I did get Victor Mike 00 and who's Steve? Not Steve. That's Victor Mike 00. Trevor. Yeah, that's right. Then those guys disappeared.
Yeah, I heard a bunch of guys in Australia coming in on channel 17 AM. Go figure. I forget the dude. He's all, you know, those crazy dudes that get all crazy out there. A couple of them are on 17, but I don't think they hear each other, right? I mean, Australia's a big country. It's not like they're neighbors or anything. So, but it's funny hearing them. But oh yeah, like Trevor, like what do they say about quads? They say the first on the band and the last on the band. So he's like the poster child of quads.
He does have a pretty crazy antenna set up down there, huh?
I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought he had a quad or a pair of quads, but maybe it's just a stacked Yagi. I forget. I know it's a stacked pair or something, but I always forget what it is.
Hey, Mike Gang 1, you out there, Dave? 20 calling.
10-9.
That was somebody down under.
Oh, it totally was. I even heard the shrimps cooking on the Barbie. I heard it in the background, clicking and clacking, while the sizzling on the grill.
Yeah, the sizzling.
How about it, Australia? Z28, Orange County, California. Trying. Hello.
G'day, that 28 station, 176 down under.
Hey, 176, Trevor. We were just talking about you. That's good, man. You're out here. Good to hear you, man. How you been?
Yeah, good, mate. Yep, I'm doing a little bit outside, and it gets a bit cold, and I'll come back in, and I go back out again, Roger?
Roger, man. You're doing good here. On my local station, you're about S9. You're doing really good. Heard some earlier stations on AM on 17 coming from Australia, believe it or not.
Contact radio check.
Oh, Roger. Yeah, okay. You don't often go down there, but yeah, I've got you, I don't know, between a 5 and an 8 on the meter. No dramas at all there. Come back.
Contact radio check.
Roger. Okay, 176. I'm going to let the channel roll. There's some stations that want to get to you, so 73, Z28.
No worries. D28, I think it was there. Cheers and beers, mate. Catch you later.
Australian station, you copy 708. 708, Los Angeles, California, stand by.
It's only 6 degrees outside, but the sun's getting a little bit of sun every now and then.
Reckon you're lucky we haven't had any sun down here, mate. Right, Australian station, you copy 708, Los Angeles. A little bit cooler up there, 600 high over.
Yeah, it hasn't been real flash there, Mick, but there's no wind today, so I've been outside a fair bit, spraying the fruit trees and doing different things there, Roger.
Contact radio check. Mate, that'll keep you warm over.
Yeah, I'm inside now, got the fire going, and got a beer in my hand there, Mick, Roger.
Contact. Enjoying yourself there, Trev. Keep warm, mate, and you're sounding good down there. I got you about a signal 9. Cracking in down there, mate. As usual. Talk to you later.
501, Southern California.
Good on you, Mick. Catch you soon. Thanks, mate.
Hello, audio. 501, SoCal.
Australian station,
Hello, audio.
708, 708, San Diego, California, standing by.
Hello. Southern California, inland, Huntington Beach.
Australia Company, Australia Station, you copy 708, San Diego, California, try.
San Diego. 488, I hear you in there, but it's a bit rough and tough, a lot of stations on the frequency, but 488, making it down under. Sorry there, didn't hear the comeback there, mate. Real rough and tough, Roger. Roger there, 488. Thanks for the call there, 488. Wishing you well. Sorry I can't hold it, mate, but it's a bit difficult, Roger.
Audio check. Audio check. Compression 0. Compression 10. I don't even tell a difference.
Hello, California.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello. I can't talk right now, but
I would agree.
Here, I'll talk to you later, man. Yeah, Greg, Q88. We're out.
Audio check. Audio check. TX base at 5. TX treble at 5. Let's go to -5. That's too much. I think 0 is perfect.
Sounded better with more.
More treble?
Oh, yes.
I don't want to sound all tinny. Let's see here. This is 0. This is 5. I feel like it's a little Mickey Mouse action going on.
Well, you said it is 0. You don't want to sound flat either.
Here's 2. 1, 2. Scooby-Doo.
You'll set it how you'll set it, but that's just my 2 cents anyway.
Copy. Thanks. Did you notice anything with the compression?
I didn't. Of course, I wasn't really listening 100% per se. I just kind of heard you doing audio checks and whatnot in the background, and I was just kind of skimming through Facebook, but I didn't notice a change. I'm sure there was. That's interesting. On the RSBA1, they don't even give you a number for your compression level. It's just a dial.
Yeah, it's just 0 through 10.
No, not on RSBA1. It's just a little dial. That's it. It doesn't even have 1 through 10 hash marks on it.
Oh yeah. I thought you meant the radio itself. Okay, so this is off, okay? And this is 10. 10? Whoa, it's picking up background noise. There's 0. There's 5. There's 10.
Okay, yeah, so I definitely did notice that it did pick up a lot more background noise the more you turned it up. I imagine mine's probably doing the same thing, but I don't know. I think I like the way mine sounds.
Yeah, copy. It's you know, this is a bone stock microphone, and it's picking up background noise. That's pretty crazy. I mean, it's like it's acting like a D104 or something.
Well, in a way, it kind of is. If you think about it, it's an electret microphone, so there's 8 volts going to it.
Oh, does it? I didn't even know that. I thought it was just passive, like a regular whatever condenser mic with no help.
Nope, it's an electret microphone. It's weird, the first time I ever heard that. I'm like, electric microphone? No, electret. I'm like, huh, okay.
I'll be a monkey's uncle. Channel got quiet. We scared them all off, Josh.
I seem to be doing that lately.
Man, earlier on 17, there was a dude that lives in Compton going off. He was like pissed about all the, the riot stuff going on. He was going off for like an hour straight about like just, and he lives in Compton, so he's like directly affected, it's right where in the epicenter. He lives there. So it's kind of interesting to hear his perspective,
Yeah, Roger.
Yeah, it's okay.
The whole thing is just stupid. Stupid people destroying shit. And waving Mexican flags.
Oh, yeah.
Like, dude, really? This is not how Americans act.
Yeah, I don't understand the logic. I don't really know if like if I was them, I would totally do it differently. I'd be all like pretending. I mean, what they should have is some like mastermind that would tell them, like a leader that would say, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
There we go.
We're gonna all get like American flags, and we're gonna like carry them and wave them, and then we're gonna like on Saturday we're all gonna get together and like clean up like the neighborhood, like trash and like erase the graffiti. We're gonna like do all this community service, and then everybody's gonna be like, dude, we got to keep these people here. These people are wonderful. That's what I would do.
Unfortunately, you and I both know that's not reality. Nobody thinks like that.
You think about it.
This might be the wrong thing to say, but personally, I think they just need to start over with that city.
Yeah, it's a lost cause.
Literally, start over. Just clear it all out. Forget about the history of your 200-year-old buildings. Tear them down and put new stuff in there and make it nice.
Yeah, it's a lost cause, so oh well. Glad I don't live there. That's all I can say.
Yeah, right. You couldn't pay me to live in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I would totally leave. I would totally go to another state. I mean, I go there occasionally, like, for whatever reason, and I'm like, the traffic, I mean, aside from any of the politics, just going there is just, it's like way, I mean, let's face it, Orange County is starting to become slowly but surely like LA, though. They're building, they're constructing multi-story buildings. Look at Off Beach Boulevard. All that is all multi-story apartments and stuff. It's going to be so crowded, but, down there, like, it's going from beach, from Knott's Berry Farm down to, like, to 22. There's so much stuff being built there. It's going to be, lots of traffic.
I'm sorry, this may just be me talking from my last experience in Westminster, but everything along the 22 freeway can pretty much just go on not existing as far as I'm concerned. I can't stand getting on that 22 freeway. Every time I get on it, I think about that old place that I stayed at and just how crazy people drive on that freeway. I can't stand it.
Yeah, it certainly got very crowded down there, or up there, whatever you want to look at. It's way different. You know, I just found out Midway City bird feed, or feed they call it, frickin' closed. I think that store's been there for like 70 years. It's the one out in Midway City, right off Beach and Jackson Street, like Beach and Balsa Avenue. I used to go there to get my chickens and get, you know, all the stuff for when I had my chickens and everything, and that store was cool, man. It was like old school, but I guess the owner croaked and the heirs who got it sold it. That's what I heard, man. I was kind of bummed when I heard that.
Yeah, well, it's the way old businesses go sometimes.
Yeah, things change, you know. But, yeah, Westminster's definitely like, man, it's crowded in there now. I think if you're down in North Orange County, I mean, ideally you would be south of the 405. Like, you know, Fountain Valley, Huntington Beach, Seal Beach, you know, of course, Newport and Corona Del Mar. That's like, you know, crazy, nice, expensive. But I'm talking about like, you know, but Fountain Valley's kind of the sweet spot. It's nice there. Anything south of the 405 is pretty good. But you do get the overcast. You know, I got a friend who lives in Huntington. He comes and visits here. He's like, man, there's sunlight. I finally see the sun. I haven't seen the sun in like 6 months.
Not really what you mean by south of the 405, because it runs north and south. Anyway, personally, I think south of Santa Ana is cool.
Yeah, I guess west because of the shape of the earth. I guess it's west of the 405. It's kind of weird to say that, but I think of it as south, but it's kind of the same thing, sort of. You're right, it goes up on like a northeast, southwest angle, so it kind of makes it weird.
Well, yeah, I guess you could say it does cut across to the west once it meets up with the 22.
Yeah, it's not really north and south exactly, you know?
Still just weird, though, when you think of the overall 405 freeway. I don't think of anything being south of the 405.
Yeah, being that you go south on the 405. So I guess it would have to be west. So, yeah, west. How about that?
Well, I don't know. I do know one thing. I'm going to take a break and step outside for a moment. I'll be back.
Copy.
You doing that yet? You figured out who's doing that yet?
Do like everybody else and hold until their court date. I'm too lazy to take all this shit out, hook it up to my car, and go driving around. Just too doggone tired.
I'll just tell you his address. Is that who's doing it? How about that DRI? No copy on DRI.
And I've already had 2 beers, so yeah, I don't drink and drive, so. Good grief, I'm pooped.
What is that? What is that rubbish?
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to drink and drive. Why would you, you know?
I don't know, let's give it a local channel. Honestly, I feel bad for the small business owners that have to shut down due to this nonsense in the curfew area. I feel bad for them because they're going to lose a lot of business. And I'm probably sure they're already just scraping by. You're a piece of work, you know that?
What a sizzle chest. Only a sizzle chest would do such a thing.
Hello, radio. Break, 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 break.
Go ahead, it's been broken.
I'm sorry, did I break it?
Go ahead, breaker.
Mr. Buzzbox? Oh, Mr. Buzzbox, Southern California, right around Los Alamitos. Waving a hand on that 27.165.
Come on, come on.
How about that, radio? Oh, radio, Mr. Buzzbox, Mr. Buzzbox, radio station, right around Los Alamitos, Southern California.
Is that where that 455?
Hey man, I just want to talk, man. I just want to talk. This is Buzzbox, Buzzbox Radio SoCal. We're waving a hand.
Roger on the Buzzbox. 4-star waving a hand right back.
Oh, 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 hey, for that 4-star, no doubt.
You sound like you're pretty close.
I'm all up and out the sea. Cause I'm yelling.
Hey, what was your numbers in Buzzbox? 455?
1212, Buzzbox, 1212 radio.
Yeah, but what's your numbers?
1212.
1212.
1212, Buzzbox. Hey, 4-star, I'm back reading the mail, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Buzzbox has got to be quiet, because there's other people in the household now. No chicken chugging, duck hugging, doubt about it.
Hey, Fuzzbucks, what kind of radio are you on?
Spark Dog runs an RCI 99.
Roger on the LCI 2990. Sounds pretty good.
You want to know what I runs? Four-star, you want to know what I run?
Yeah, what are you running?
I'm running a Cobra 148 made in the Philippines from 1990, and a Messenger 138 350, pardon me, Messenger 350, and an Astron RM60M.
Vamos dos cargas, tirar la firma. How well can you hear this Galaxy Malika over there?
No, you can hear it very well right now. There's no noise level.
Have you seen this radio I'm on?
I don't know. I've probably seen it before, but I don't know what it looks like right now.
Have you seen a Galaxy Saturn or a Galaxy Turbo?
Yeah.
Well, just take off the frequency counter, and that's what I'm on.
That's a good board.
Yeah, a Galaxy MELAKA. Right now, the variable pushing 1/8 of a watt.
1/8 of a watt. Impressive. You could run that thing forever.
Yeah, and wouldn't you believe it? I'm talking on a stock Cobra mic.
Oh, wow. I can't wait to hear what that sounds like on a good microphone. Not that that's not good. I would just like to hear what it sounds like on an amplified microphone.